With a higher penetration of renewable resources, utilities will have to find ways to match demand to intermittent power supply. EPRI Incubatenergy Labs is working with Singularity to show customers real-time emissions intensity of the electricity that they consume on a day-to-day basis. However, the data to make this possible is often not accessible to customers and therefore cannot influence how they're shaping their demand.
We saw that there was a gap. The emissions intensity data currently available is outdated and not granular enough to capture important time and location-based grid information. Southern California Edison has the raw data necessary to calculate this, but taking the raw data and turning it into user-friendly carbon information is a huge challenge. We are Singularity Energy, a software company that provides carbon accounting and management solutions to grid operators, utilities, and end customers so that they can better match carbon-free energy supply and demand.
We've developed an innovative product called Carbon Flow. Carbon Flow is a highly accurate approach to emissions accounting. Based on the real-time status of the grid, we can trace power flows and estimate carbon intensity with much more granularity and accuracy, even down to the individual load level.
Singularity is unique in that it partners directly with grid operators and utilities to uncover real-time grid carbon conditions using actual system data. We've shown that certain types of demand shifting can reduce emissions on average by 8 to 14%, unlocking a huge decarbonization lever for both utilities and their customers.
I founded this company as an academic when I realized there was a very real-world barrier to answering important questions about emissions related to electricity usage. I knew that if I couldn't answer these questions, then others probably couldn't either. Ultimately, our vision is to enable utilities and their customers to take control of their emissions and help drive decarbonization.
Singularity's ability to transform power system information into highly granular emissions maps have been eye-opening. We've explored many valuable use cases and are looking forward to exploring more in the future.
Since founding the company in 2019, we've made tremendous progress. We raised a large seed round investment led by Energy Impact Partners and Sparrow Ventures, won a National Science Foundation grant, ran 5 utility pilots, and have a growing loyal customer base.
The next step for Carbon Flow is to demonstrate its ability to inform both short-term and long-term decision-making. We want to take this from a picture of the grid to a decision-useful behavior guide.
Our platform is designed to integrate with generation and transmission data from the ISO or utility, and uses that to model the flow of power through the grid. Importantly, we do not need the utility to expose their customers' data with us to enable this. Since we know the intensity of the fuel mix, we can zoom in and model the effective emissions at each node.
We have a world-class team with extensive power system research experience, carbon accounting, and software engineering expertise. We occupy a very unique position because we're both power systems and carbon accounting experts. You can't manage what you don't measure. With Singularity, you no longer need to be in the dark regarding your emissions.